welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to try to make the bookbinding sketchbook like from Nerd Forge. I will put her video in the description box, and you can see what I'm trying to attempt. I said in one of my earlier videos that is one of these projects that I want to try. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. As she recommended, I bought a sketchbook that's a 4 series, and this one has 170 GM. This is that one. I got this from Amazon. I believe this was, it was either between $10 and $13, I believe. Anyhow, so we're going to start the long process of taking out the paper and folding it in half. Okay, so I finished all folding the pages, and this is how it looks. 48 pages folded in half, which is 96 pages. Beautiful pages. So now the next step is to go to the kitchen. I'm going to turn the oven on 200. Let that heat up, and now we're going to make our coffee. Now the coffee is going to give it that nice rustic look, and I do like the smell of coffee. And I decided to get French vanilla, so the pages are, I guess, somewhat scented. I don't know what kind of coffee Nerd Forge used, but I wanted to go with French vanilla. And just scooping this smells so good. And this is decaf all the way, because I am going to try some. And now we wait for the coffee to brew. In the meantime, I have this, well, I borrowed this tray my husband used to develop film, and I'm going to use this bowl to put the coffee and to mix some baking soda in there for the pH balance. Now she uses a pH chart in there. I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to make this book with as least amount of materials as possible and see if I can make the same thing, but we'll see. Alright, so I have my coffee and I let it cool off, so I'm just putting some baking soda in there. I don't know the measurements, I'm just pouring it in there. Just guessing. And I don't have a pH balance stick, so I'm just also guessing with that too. Now she didn't use that much. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Okay, I think that's enough. And let's just stir it. Okay, so let's see. I have my paper. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. Okay, there's the coffee. Let's put it over here on the parchment paper. Oh gosh, it's sticky! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so sticky. Okay, so this is like the behind the scenes look, I guess, because there's definitely no worrying about that. Bring the camera up a little bit, that way you can see. Okay, here we go. And one more. Oh no, I got coffee on the wall. Now my bunny's gonna lick the wall. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this in the oven. I don't know how long to leave it in for, but I'm just gonna do it for like, oh, it's not that hot in there, maybe like five minutes. Coffee smells good though. 5 minutes. Tastes pretty good. I'm not really big on like drinking coffee, so I don't like the taste of coffee, but this French vanilla is pretty good. I'm gonna turn the cup this way so you can see. Isn't it pretty? This is decaf, by the way, so I won't be up all night, but I only drink decaf anyway. Let's check on the paper. Okay, so it's done and it looks like this. So I put it in 5-minute increments. So it took 2 pieces of paper 15 minutes to dry in the oven. So that's what I'm thinking. So, and after the first 5 minutes, I flipped the page over. So this is how it looks. It came out really well. So I'm going to keep doing this. It's getting late, so I'll probably do some tonight, and then I'll finish some tomorrow, and then I'll show you the full stack when it's done. Okay, so I left this press for an extra day. So it was like 1.5 days I left this press. So this is the results of it. It's nice and flattened, which is I'm okay with because I want the book to be pretty big. So now I'm going to bind these with these clips, and then I'm going to mark the pages for the binding definition on the side. This is not going to be easy. Trying to get all these pages lined up. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to do this individually. Oh yeah, this is not gonna be easy. You know what, I'm gonna do this. So one at a time. I think that's good, right? Up there, top. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to line this up. This is what I'm doing. sorry, that's flat.
I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, I got it.
What did you use?
I'm gonna use these clips. I'm just trying to get this in line first. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so now I have these here. So now I have to put the clips on the
See this part's coming out. Is it shifted? You hold it down. Just hold it right there.
Okay.
See, it's not full. This is the top.
Yeah.
Why are these parts free? That's where you cut something?
No, it's for the effect. You can talk about it, doesn't matter. I told her I said okay because I want to work out for this.
Let's start with stacking it.
Oh, we're stacking it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold it while you put clips on? Or you okay.
Go in front of you. Yeah.
In front of you?
Up there. This way.
And that's bottom?
Wait. Get to the bottom. You want my other clamps?
Is it all the way in? The bottom too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Let's go straight.
Oh, you want to turn it around? Everything's good? Thank you. So here you go. Now I'm going to make the lines down here on the sides with the ruler, and we'll move on from there. Okay, so she measured 3 inches in on each side. It's right here. I don't know how many inches she measured for the middle. And then she did a little bit in. It's right there. Okay, I think that looks good. That looks good. So now I'm going to find the little, I don't know what you call it, the sticky, the pointy thing. I don't know. When it comes to tools, I never know the name of these things. I just make up words so I know what it means. But I'm going to find it, and I'm going to put the hose in there, and that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I found what I was looking for. I found what I thought was an awl, is what they said this is called. Now you might hear some noise in the background because I'm in the living room and my family's in the living room, but I just want to go ahead and get started. So she did 4 at a time, so I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And put them on. How did she do that? She did, I think she put them all on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Or did she? Ah! I'm trying to remember. Because if you put them all on the inside, I think that'll work. You know, we're going to try, we're going to do some trial and error because I saw her video a couple times, but I don't really remember. So putting the thread on here took longer than I thought last night, and I was just like tired, and I'll just do it in the morning. So now that we have all the thread on here, I have 3 single threads. This is wax thread with the needle. So I have 1 for here, 1 for these 2, and 1 for this one. The reason why I have 3 of them separated like this is because I don't want like a long line going back and forth along the binding part of it, so it looks more nice and neater, even though you won't see it because you'll be covered with leather and everything else, but it's still better. So I made the knot here, and then I made a single strand. So I didn't double it like you would do with a needle and thread. You know how you pull it down and it's like 2 threads right here. I only did 1 because it's thicker. And then I just did a knot there. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of paper here that I'm going to start off with. I might go higher, but I'm just going to try it out with 4. And I have, where did I move it? I have each of these positioned where the holes are that I made earlier with the awl. And let's see. Okay, so I'm basically improvising on this part because she doesn't really say how she does this part. You just see her doing the sews. But to be fair, she does have like a school or academy for bookbinding that people can sign up for, and she goes step by step with that. So I'm just doing this based off the site. Looping this in here and looping it back out here. So I'm only going to do that 2 times per section, so I can get a nice little loop right here. See? Nice little loop. You know what? I think maybe I should tie it to secure it so it doesn't come loose. Because this wax thread can come loose very easily. Now again, I don't think she was doing this, I'm just improvising as I go. Okay. So now that side's done. Now let's do this side. So starting on the outside first. This one's going to be a little tricky. Because of this double knot here, it doesn't go through the paper so easily. So if you can, try to do like a single knot. It also doesn't help that I'm sweating like crazy. It's so hot. I'm wearing this hot sweater, hoodie, but it's so cute. And it was colder this morning. I'm going to put it this way. And I'm going to go behind here and go back up this way in the same hole. Or in front of here, behind here. And come back up this way. one section, and then I'm gonna go back through here again to create the loop right here. Definitely have to be careful that you do not rip the paper. And that's exactly what happened. And rip the paper. See? Trial and error. So now what I'm going to do is, instead of sewing these individually, I'm going to have to sew them together so I don't rip the paper. Okay, so this is the final product. Now it's not as pretty and well kept as hers, but you know what? It will get the job done. So now I'm just going to cut off the ropes and do some gluing. So I'm gonna let this dry for a couple of hours and then we will move on to the next step. So I let it sit overnight and it came out perfect. Look at that. That's so cool. I love it. It's perfect. Like perfect binding and sealing. So now I'm going to make the bookmark. Okay, so I didn't film the next couple of steps, or the next 2 steps, because I was doing some trial and error and I did come across an error. I was trying to use this for the side of the binding thing, but when this is very thick, and so obviously when glue is on here it gets even thicker, and so it was I don't know, I couldn't do anything with it, so it wasn't right. I didn't trim it. I was being lazy, and I just put it on there just like this, and this is way too thick for the book to be put on there. So I cut the whole thing off and I put on something else. I'll show you in a minute. And then she has like a cord, like a Jew cord at the top of the book and at the bottom of the book, and I don't have any Jew cord, so I have like this thin cord. Then I came up with the idea. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to like cut this in 3 pieces and just braid it and see how that works. Or I could twist it, but that didn't work either. So what I came up with is, so I already did the bookmark, which is here. It's so pretty. And so, and mind you, like these are like that. So I went to the dollar store and I just got like some regular fabric, which is like these little kittens or whatever, and I just put that on here and just glued it on there, and I didn't want to do like the entire section, so I just did that part, and you can see a little bit where that other piece was. And then for the Jew cord, my husband gave me like a piece of one of his bungee cords for climbing and everything. And so I just tied up a little piece there and then a little piece there. You know what, you're not going to see it. All you just need is just the detail in order to see through the leather when I put it on there. So I'm like, you know what, this will be okay. So now I'm going to do put some wood fiber on this side and this side. I bought like a whole sheet or slab of it at Home Depot. It was like $12, and I'm gonna have my husband help me cut it, and then I'll put it on there and see how we continue going from there. when I was getting into it, the battery died. Ugh. I've been waiting all day to do this, so I have to let it charge up and then go at it again. It's so late though, it's like 9:24. Alright, well, let's charge this up. Never mind, my very prepared husband had an extra battery, so let's keep going. Okay, so this next part in applying the leather is that, gosh, I can't remember her name. I watch her video all the time. I want to say Natasha. I can't remember. But I watch her videos a lot. Maybe I just watch what she does more than, anywho. So she has like, this like little contraption that she made and to hold the books up and together. Obviously, I don't have that, so I am improvising. So I just put 2 books together, and I grabbed my my husband's clamps, and I'm using weights, and I'm using that to hold the books together. So I'm just gonna apply the leather, and hopefully this works out. Come on, universe, let's make this work. Okay, that took way too long than needed. And so in her video, she has like this beautiful, nice, tied up book on her binding, and it's like 2 strings per the biting, I guess, protrusions or whatever you want to call them. That's on there, like 2 here and 2 each here, and then 2 here, and that's all the strings that's on there. It looks so nice and neat, and you can see like the little grooves, and I was like, oh. And now here's mine. So yeah, it's a lot of string over here. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right here. So yeah. I'm going to let this dry, and I am hoping this works out right. I'll check on this again tomorrow and see how things go. I wouldn't be surprised if I have like lines in the leather in the binding part, but if I do, that's fine. I'll just work around my design with it. So yeah, that was interesting and fun, and it gave me a sweat. Keep watching. Okay, so it's a couple days later, and I'm back to the book, and it came out really well. You know, I liked it. I mean, you know, it's like, of course I had to use 2 pieces, I had to cut it up, but you know what, I like it. I mean, okay, it looks strange. Calm down, I'm going to fix it. I know that it's this part right here. Don't focus on that. I have a plan, but other than that, if you look, I like how it looks like from the side. It looks so like medieval-ish or Renaissance-ish. It looks, I believe it's gonna look ancient. And the lines on here that I knew it was gonna be on there makes it look even better. So yeah, like I said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix it. So I just did a little cut here and on the edges and there, so I can bind it later. Now I'm going to work on the belt. So thank goodness this one last sheet is enough for me to make 2 belts. So let's get to it. So remember I told you that I would figure out how to connect the two letter pieces because there's like two big pieces. So yeah, I decided to sew it on there. So doesn't that look nice and neat? And it also brings on that authentic like medieval type of vibe, having like all the sews on there. And also you can also see the sews on the belts too, because the belt wasn't long enough either, so you just have to improvise. So I also sewed like two pieces together. Well, this is a better one. Two pieces together. I made it really long, but I'm going to cut it when I put it on there. So I've already made two holes in the belts and in the book, and I'm just going to put the rivets on here, and let's just keep going. I finished my sketching, so I think it came out really well. What I did is that I drew it first, and then I did the leather carving. And I really like how the tree came out really well. How it had the shadings happening. The butterflies are okay, but you know what? This is the best I can do with it. And I like the leaves on the side. I didn't do anything to the back because I just want to keep it blank, but I just really like this detail. Next, I'm going to stain it with green and brown. I don't know if I have enough green, but if I don't, then I have to just get some more. They're really cheap. It's like between $7 and $9, so it doesn't cost that much. So yeah, keep watching. That means I am so done. Yes, I'm so excited. It looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna let it like continue to dry all the way. Then I'm going to show you my complete wonderful sketchbook. Oh, it came out so great no matter all the challenges I went through. So worth it just to have this feeling of being finished with it. Yes. I will see you in the morning and you get to see my book. Good night. Hey y'all, today is reveal day, so I'm so happy. I wanted to show you I wanted to reveal it a couple days ago, but it's been very cloudy. So this is the first time in probably like 2 or 3 days since it's been this sunny. So I hope you guys can see everything, like the details and everything that I did. Now mind you, Nerd Forge, she is awesome. I'm not trying to be like her, I was just mimicking her because, you know, I have an appreciation for her art, so I just wanted to see if I can do it, and I just put my own little touch, my own little personality into the book, so it doesn't look exactly like hers if you go to her channel, which I will put in the description box. Check out her video, it's awesome. But yeah, so I just want to show you guys, so here we go. And there's the book. It's like from far away. And then up close, you can see like the details of the leaves around the top and the sides and the bottom. Now you can also see, I love the details in the leaves right here. Now I did the tree brown. I didn't want to do the owl a different color. I could have done it brown to make it go with the tree, but I wanted the trunk of it to pop out, so I just left the owl green to match with the other book because I only wanted the trunk to be a different color. And I love how the details is like showing so well on here. Look at that. Like you see like the light and the dark contrast here. And then you go up and the buckles. It's really nice. It came out really well. And the back. And remember I said that the leather was like 2 pieces and I was going crazy over it, and I was like, you know what, I figured it out, so I did. So as you can see, I'm gonna open up in a second, but I just sewed 2 pieces together and it just looks so good. It like really brings it out. So no, oh, it's up here. I mean, look at that, that looks amazing. Like it makes the book look even more detailed or whatever. So alright, so let's open it up. These are some huge buckles, by the way. Now, mind you, I haven't opened it up all the way, and I did use a lot of glue, so I have to work with the pages to like mend them so they can be they can easily open. So right now they're kind of like in a stiff mode. They need to wake up a little bit. I didn't wake them up yet. So when you like open it, the buckle stays there, and in the back too. And if you see like these little spots like these all around, all these spots, this was accidental, but I love it. It's not perfect, and I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be like, this book has been around for a long time, like ancient, and I wanted to have like that old type of look, and I believe I achieved it. Now mind you, these are accidental because, like I said, I use a lot of glue. So these are glue marks. You put it on top of the dye color, and then this is what you get. But I love it. Even on the side, like, this is awesome. I love it. All right, so let's open up the top one too. Okay, so now you can see it closer, the stitching. And there's the back. I didn't want to do a design on the back because I just want the main focus to be on the tree trunk and the front. So I didn't want to take it away from the back, so I didn't think it was needed. So when you open it, it goes like that. Oh, it smells like coffee. It smells so good. Let's see if I can hold it down for you. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I don't even know what. I'm going to use this as my sketchbook. Like, if you follow me, you know that I love to draw. And I don't know what I'm going to do. But if you like open it and it's like that, that looks so cool. So yeah, I don't know what my first drawing is going to be. I have to finish my other book, which I plan to do a couple of drawings in there. But if you want to see what the first drawing I'm going to do in my new sketchbook slash bookbinding slash medieval type of book, leave me a message in the comments below, and I'll show you guys. Otherwise, then I'll just put on my Instagram, which is @hairluv13, HAIRLUV 13. You can follow me there. So yeah, this was so much fun. It took me weeks to finish this, only because I needed to find time, because, you know, I have work and I have a family. So I had to find time to do this, but this was so much fun. I love doing art, and I love doing arts and crafts projects. It just brings me so much joy. So if you have any ideas that you want me to try, or like another YouTuber, I'm up for another challenge. I can try somebody else's artistic projects. Leave me a message in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and push the notification button. That way you know next time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday. Until next time, bye!